What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to episode number 111 of my Path to Power. Opening a few packs to start before we get into the episode. If you guys are looking to pick up any FIFA coins, head on over to justfifacoins.com. You can use the code Japes to get yourself a 5% discount at checkout. So we did manage to pull Rakitic, but I already had him, and I thought, should I do a La Liga team, or let's just go out and buy a few new BPL players to kind of try out, because I haven't used the CM or CAM Eriksson. I haven't used his upgraded informed card yet, and I thought that was a bit bizarre. And I've used his man of the match card, and I was a big fan of it, but I'd love to play him inside, as that's where I think he's best. So I'm going to replace Oscar and bring on Eriksson. I also went out and I replaced Sandro, who picked up a red in the previous match. And I went out and I bought the man so I can say I'm in love with the Colo. All right, I probably just should not do that again. But we went out and picked up Colo's inform that he picked up during the Africa Cup of Nations. He's got some pretty nice, well-rounded stats, so I figured we'd give him a shot. He'd do all right pairing Koscielny, who's pretty much just a staple for us. So there we have it. There's the team. Not crazy changes, but some changes. Two new faces that will give me something kind of fresh to talk about, especially Eriksson. I'm a massive fan of his in real life. By far my favorite player to watch, and I tune into Spurs matches a lot of times just so I can watch him play. But in FIFA, when he's always set as a left mid and when he's been forced to play out wide I'm just kind of like, come on. He's so much better inside. And this game on FIFA as well, I fully attest to it here. He's so useful. The 5-star skill, or the 4-star skill is 5-star weak foot, but it's Alexis Sanchez getting things started, working forward, and having Alexis and Eden Hazard as the two wingers it's pretty trolly for their prices they go for now. I don't think it's much. I was looking at some of the new price ranges, which I'll get into a little bit later, and I've just lost coins after coins after coins. I knew I should have done what I originally kind of wanted to do, which was just sell everything at the start and play with just a cheap non-rare team, but didn't do that. Hindsight's 2020 though. That's how the expression goes. Eriksson getting the goal on the debut, starting us off. Not welcome to the chip life. Not yet. But De Gea out of his goal nice and easily, and the upgraded De Gea is a card that I'm a huge fan of. I would highly recommend to you. I don't know, I haven't used any of his inform cards, so maybe that's something that I'll pick up at some point. I imagine he's going to be in the team of the season as well, so the informs will undoubtedly go down in price. Nice bit of combo play. Eriksson breaking free, finds Alexis Sanchez, who slots it home at the near post. Just a fantastically worked goal. That was one of those goals where I was like, man, is FIFA fun. Every so often, and just puts that like first time FIFA smile on your face. And if you're trying to act like you don't know what I'm talking about, you're kidding yourself. Just think back to when you first got whatever copy of FIFA was your first one. I think when I first really took an interest in FIFA, it was FIFA 08. And scoring like a good goal, there was just no better feeling. It was just one of the most fun things in the world. Now, having played FIFA so much and so often, it kind of loses its luster at times. And scoring a goal like that, though, it just gave me that first time FIFA feeling, and it just felt right. So if you guys have any goals like that you kind of remember, leave me a comment, let me know. I love kind of reading through stuff like that. It makes me a little nostalgic. And but it is fun to kind of think back, because I know a lot of you guys have been playing FIFA for a really long time. I don't know if many of you guys have gone and tried out PES. PES for me, not something that I see myself playing. I think they're supposed to be, or they're trying to do something big for next year. But I remain hesitant to buy into the PES hype, because I did download it, I did play it. I know a lot of YouTubers did plenty of stuff with PES, or maybe are still doing stuff. But it is just not for me. It's not as good of a game, and I just prefer FIFA. A little fortunate right there. But again, it's Eriksson to Alexis Sanchez. That combo working nicely. Now remember, for my two CMs in this formation, for the left CM, I use get forward as the tactic. I think I use stick to position. And the other CM, I just keep him default in box to box, and that's under Herrera. But nice bit of work here from Eriksson. Get a slot Wayne Rooney in on through. That's the connection that we're looking for. That's CM getting forward in behind the striker and playing the striker in on through. 2 goals very quickly in the final of the Gold Cup, and I love tournaments. It's just because you can play 4 games, you get a trophy at the end, you feel like you accomplished something. And I saw one comment that was like, Japes, why don't you play like Division 1 more and play some better players? And I just have never done or like played heavily on divisions. Like you go through, you win Division 1, it's like, all right, nice. But I guess if I was really trying to sweat it out for a player, I'd play divisions but then you have to have like such a super sweaty team. And I like switching my team around a lot and trying new players and stuff. And it's just more fun doing that because you play a tournament with them and then it's like on to the next one. Lovely free kick though. Christian Eriksen using that driven free kick, the left bumper mechanic. And he's going to, I thought I'd cut out the counter, but it was like magically both of my wingbacks had gone forward at the exact same time in that sequence. And the next thing I knew, it was essentially it turned into be a 3-on-2 break. When one of my players got trampled, it was then a 3-on-1 break. And that's just not a situation that you're going to end up ahead on. It just did not work out for me in that situation. I kind of laughed about it and got a little bit fortunate here. But there were so many goals off kickoff in this match, which I thought was really quite funny. It's one of those things that you see, time and time again in FIFA, but this many in one match felt pretty bizarre. Nice outlet there from De Gea and working things smoothly on forward Wayne Rooney, and it's an overload there on the right. He's dragged somebody way out of position. I think he had Maxwell as his left back, and he's just dragged him all sorts of out of the place, and it makes for an easy switch across the field because his defense has to shift way over to the left side to cover for that. And it's going to leave a gap for Eden Hazard to take on a player or isolate a player, which will turn into a goal. And again, this guy he tried to rush it forward so much, and I would have loved for that rainbow volley to work for Ana Herrera, but it did not. But the deflection fell kindly for me yet again. A lot of really fortunate bounces for me in this game. But another, what do you know? Starting off a kickoff, and he just tries to sprint straight, just forcing it forward. God, like football, soccer, it is just not a game where it's not a direct game. It's beautiful to not have to go directly. Don't make FIFA that way. That would be my 2 cents. But a little chip there from the young Wayne Rooney to seal the deal at 7-1. And that is where we are going to come to a close for this episode. I will have... I think we're going to go with that Bayern video tomorrow right before some Champions League action. So that should be fun. Anyways, went out and checked the cost of Legends. Saw a price that I liked. So we'll see how that works out going forward. I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.